let me go back. So in the previous class, we have seen JK flip-flop. Okay, so JK, hope you people are able to see my screen, right? Did I share my screen? Are you people able to see my screen? No.
No, ma'am.
Okay, wait. Now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Okay. So we have the first flip-flop which we have seen was SR flip-flop. Okay, so there we had got one invalid state, that is when clock is equal to 1 and S is equal to 1 and R is equal to 1. There was one invalid state. To overcome this disadvantage, we are going with the JK flip-flop. Okay, JK flip-flop, the invalid state has been removed. But here what is happening when J is equal to 1, K is equal to 1 and clock is equal to 1, what happens is the output will always toggle in the sense, if the input is, one second ma. Okay, so here what will happen, the output will toggle. Okay, so toggle in the sense, if the present state is 0, the next state will be 1. If the present state is 1, the next state will be 0. Okay, so that is what will happen when clock is equal to 1, J is equal to 1 and K is equal to 1. So that's why I've written as toggle. Okay, toggle in the sense, that's what, if I have a 0 as my present state, the next state, present state is 0, then the next state will be 1. If the present state is 0, the next state will be 1. If the present state is 1, then the next state will be equal to 0. Okay, so that will happen when clock is equal to 1, J is equal to 1 and K is equal to 1. Okay, so but what is happening here, as I've already shown here, what is happening when J is equal to 1, K is equal to 1 and clock is equal to 1, if I consider the present state is 0, the next state will become 1. Sorry, this is 1. Okay, it will become 1. Again it will toggle to 0. Again it will toggle to 1, 0, 1. So this toggling will happen until I get a negative clock again. Okay, so this is what the drawback in this. Okay, okay, so this drawback can be eliminated by using master slave JK flip-flop. Okay, so all of you please draw the diagram, draw the circuit diagram. So here I'll have two AND gates again, two AND gates and two flip-flops, SR flip-flops. I'll have two SR flip-flops. Okay, let me, all of you please draw the diagram along with me. Two SR flip-flops. This is
హలో కార్తీక్
ఏమ్రా
ఏమైందిరా
మ్యామ్ లాగ్డ్ అవుట్.
Ma'am gone. Charging finished.
జయ్యపు
ఏయ్ గౌరవ్ సాయి సంతోష్.
Students,
For Sai.
wait for few minutes, ma. I'm just logging in. Like my laptop has like it got drained. Okay, completely. So I've joined through the mobile, but through the mobile I'll not be able to teach you. So just give me 2 minutes time. I'll start my class. Just 2 minutes.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. One on again. రాయడానికి వస్తుందో నాకు తెలియదు. Wait. Let me join first. God.
జై
అరే సాయి
నేను కాదురా రే అప్పు.
ఎక్కడలో ఉన్నావురా అనిల్ రా? అనిల్ అన్నా
Oi, what you people are doing? When I ask you some question, you will not open your mouth only. Okay, fine. So I'm really sorry. Like my system got completely drained, so I could like I have just transferred to the other system. Hope this will work out for us. Let us see. Is my screen visible to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Okay, so let us go to the JK flip-flop, master slave JK flip-flop. Okay. So master slave, one second. You also draw the circuit along with me. Master, slave, JK, flip-flop. Okay, so first of all, we'll draw the circuit. So as I was mentioning, you'll have two AND gates. This I'll name as first AND gate. This I'll name as second AND gate. So these are the outputs. This AND gates contains two inputs. One is J and one more, it will come from other part. We'll see from where it is coming. So this is my S, this is my R, Q1. Okay, fine. See here, there will be two flip-flops, two SR flip-flops. One will act as a master and the other one will act as a slave. Q1 bar. Okay, then the output of this will be given to the slave. Okay, one more SR flip-flop. I'll name this as S2 I'll name this as R2. Okay, so S2 is directly connected to Q1 and R2 is directly connected to Q1 bar. Okay, and the output of this slave is nothing but Q2 and the output of this is nothing but Q bar. Okay, and the complete output of this master slave JK flip flop is Q bar. Okay, Q bar and nothing but whatever Q2 and Q2 bar only. Okay, because from there only we are taking the output. Okay, and another input to the to this gate is second gate is K. Okay, let me take this up. This is K. I don't know what's happening. This input is K. Okay, so these are the flip flops. So I'll have the triangular symbol here. Okay, so the clock signal is connected to this directly. Here I'm connecting the clock. Okay, clock is connected to the master and the inverted clock. See, from here I'm taking the clock and I'm connecting it to the inverter. Okay, and I'm giving it to the slave. This is wait now, connected to the triangle symbol there. Okay. This is the slave. Okay, it is connected to the slave. Okay, and as I was mentioning, the second input to the first AND gate comes from Q bar. Q bar is also equal to Q2 bar. Okay, both are same only. Okay, both are same only. As I was telling you, you need to remember the circuits. This is my Q, which is given to the second AND gate where I've connected K. Okay, so Q is connected to second gate, Q bar is connected to the first gate. Okay, so this is a complete master slave flip flop. Okay, so here what happens is this is a master slave flip flop. Again, we need to study its characteristics. Characteristics in the sense what happens when clock signal we give and what for different values of J, K, how will be the output and all this we need to study. Okay, so here what happens is if you observe S2, the slave inputs R2, S2 and R2 are nothing but the slave inputs. S1 and R1 are nothing but the master inputs. Okay. To the master, the inputs are coming from the. Any doubt? Somebody has unmuted. Anything you want to say? Okay. Okay. So the second gate input is given to R1 and the first gate input is given to S1. Okay. So this is how the connections are. Okay. And along with this, if you just observe, the Q1 output is directly connected to to the slave inputs. S2 is nothing but the slave input. R2 is nothing but the Q1 bar Q1 bar output. So the master outputs are directly given to slave. Okay. So what happens here is whatever master have the values that will be carry forwarded by the slave. Okay. You listen to this statement once again. Whatever values master is holding, that values will be carry forwarded by the slave. Okay, so let me consider I have a 0, 1 here. Okay, so the output of the slave will also be 0, 1. Okay, so whatever values the master is holding, the slave will also hold the same values. Okay, is it clear? Is this clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so we'll see the working
Yes.
so that it will become more clear to you. Okay, 1 second. So master values will be carry forwarded by the slave. Okay, so the meaning of what I am mentioning is, if I say that the slave value is Q2 value is 1 and Q2 bar value is 0. Okay, so it is nothing but the values of the master. Master will also hold the same values. That is what the statement I made. Okay, so let us just analyze this. So again, we'll write the truth table for this. Okay, so let me take the truth table, same as usual. Okay, but one more thing I want to mention here. See, here what is happening? The clock signal here is directly, this clock signal is directly connected to the master, whereas to the slave it is inverted and connected. Let me consider, as you know, the clock signal is nothing but, 1 second now, I will just change the port because I'm not able to write it properly. Let me change the USB port, maybe it will work fine. Okay, let me check. Okay, so clock signal is given. Okay, clock signal in the sense, clock signal, you all know how the clock will be. Okay, it will have the on period and off period. Okay, so this is how it will be, on period and off period, both will be of same duration. Okay, so this clock is given. Okay, so if clock is 1 to this, okay, then what happens to the master? Master will change its values. Only, see, if you just check the truth table of JK flip-flop. Okay, I cannot show you here. If you check the truth table of your JK flip-flop, when clock was 0, irrespective of J and K, the next state, the Qn and Qn plus 1. Okay, Qn, if Qn is 0, the Qn plus 1 was also 0. If Qn was 1, the Qn plus 1 was also 1. It means that the next state is not changing. Okay, so it is remaining in the same state. That is what when clock is equal to 0. When clock was 1, then the variation of the J and K values were affecting your next state. Okay, so the same thing we'll see here also. See, if clock is 1, okay, so the input to the master will be 1. Okay, so let me consider first my clock is 1. Okay, so the input to the master is 1. Are you people able to see my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine.
Yes, ma'am.
Because of the power issue, no, like I'm facing some network issue as well. Okay, so the clock signal, if the clock signal value is 1, okay, so the master will get clock value as 1. What about the slave? What will be the value of the slave? It will be 0, right? Why? Because the clock input is given through the inverter here. So the slave clock signal will become 0. Okay, when slave value is 0, will it change its state? Will it change its state?
No.
No, it will remain in the same state. That is what I'm saying, that the slave will be inactive when clock is equal to 1. Okay, now let me consider the clock value is changing to 0. Clock value is changing to 0. Okay, it means that this value is 0. Okay, so what happens to the master? Will master change its state? Will master change its state? Clock is equal to 0. Okay, so will master change its state?
No.
Or it will remain in the same state? It will remain in the same state. Okay, so when clock is equal to 0, what will be the clock to the slave? It will become 1, right? So that time slave will become active. I'll repeat my statements again. When clock is equal to 1, master will get clock value as 1, whereas slave will get clock value as 0. Okay, so that time master will be active. Okay, since master is active, based on J and K values, the output of the first AND gate and the second AND gate will change. Okay, if the output of the first AND gate and the second AND gate is changing, then I'll be able to, then the output of the master may change. Okay, that we don't know. But when clock is 0, When clock is 0, master will get clock value as 0. Okay, when master gets clock value as 0, master will be inactive. Right, master will be inactive in the sense there won't be any change in its outputs. Okay, but when clock is equal to 0, the clock input to the slave becomes 1. Right, because I'm using a inverter here. Since I'm using the inverter here, what happens when clock is equal to 0, master will get 0 as clock, so this will be inactive, and master and slave is getting 1 because of the inverter, so this will become active. Okay, so when this becomes active based on the values of your Q1 bar, because Q1 is directly connected to S2 and Q1 bar is directly connected to R2. Okay, based on this values, the output of this slave will change. Is this statements clear, or anybody want me to repeat anything? Anybody want me to restate also? You can ask me.
Clear.
It's clear to all of you? Everybody?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So let me just write it. J, K. Okay. So let me erase this table. Here I've just shown you this only to show that when clock is equal to 1, what happens, and when clock is equal to 0. Mainly when clock is equal to 0, what happens, I wanted to show. Okay, so let me take the clock like this. Let me start with 1. Okay, so let me take the truth table as well. Clock J, K, Qn plus 1. Okay. Qn plus 1. Okay, so clock is 1. Okay, so when clock signal is 1. Okay, you may ask me one question. This Qn and Qn plus 1 is nothing but the complete output. Okay, complete output is nothing but Q and Q bar, and also Q and Q bar is nothing but Q2 and Q2 bar only. Okay, so that you should understand, because directly from Q2 I'm taking the output and I'm naming it as Q. Directly from Q2 bar I'm taking the output and I'm naming it as Q. Okay, so the complete output of this master slave flip-flop is Q and Q bar. J and K are the inputs. Okay, so if you want me to write the symbol JK Q bar. Okay, and here I'll have the clock pulse, but here I will just give the clock pulse with a bubble. Why I'm giving this, I'll tell you later. Okay, otherwise this is a symbol of here JK master slave flip flop. Okay, don't worry, I'll draw it again. Here I just want to show that which are the inputs and which are the outputs. Okay, so first I've considered clock value to be 1. Okay, so when clock is equal to 1, what happens to the master? Master will be active or inactive? When clock, see, you people should answer me. Okay, when clock is equal to 1, I want to know what happens to the master. Master will be active or inactive?
Active.
Active. So since master is active, it will depend on the present on J and K values. Okay. What about slave? What about slave? Slave will get 0, right? When clock is 1, master will get 1 as clock. And what about slave? Slave will get 0 as clock. So what happens to slave at that time? Will it be active or inactive?
Inactive.
Inactive. When it is inactive, what it will do? It will just maintain the values of master, right? It will stay in its own state. It will not change its state, right? So how will it get the state? It will get from the master. Okay, so let me take, so since when clock is equal to 1, the master is active, I'll take the present state. Okay, present state of slave. PSS I'll denote. NSS of slave I need. Okay, so PS of slave and PS of master will remain same, right? Yes or no? Any doubts you have? Here, my representation, this suffix M indicates master. Okay, this suffix S indicates slave. Okay, so if I say the present state of the slave is 0, what will be the present state of master? It will be same only, 0 only, right? Do you accept with this? Because slave, the function of the slave is whatever master is holding its values, it will just forward it as it is. Are you understanding?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so why this PS, if the slave, if the present state of this complete JK flip-flop is 0, why the master is also having the same values is clear? Okay, you just see, maybe it will clear for you. Okay, so this I'm considering it as 0. Okay, so this Q will be sent to this will be 0 now, and 1 Q bar will be sent to the first AND gate, so it will be 1. So when clock is 1, J and K values are 0 0. Let us see what happens, and the present state is 0. Present state Q and this Q is nothing but the present state. Okay, so what happens now, we have to see. Okay, so this 0 is fed to the second AND gate, and this one Q bar, this one is fed to the first AND gate. Okay, so what will be the out and J value is 0 and K value is 0. So what will be the output of first AND gate? What will be the output of first AND gate?
1.
0.
0, right? 0 is right, because J is 0 and this value is 1. 0 1, the output of the first gate will be 0. So this is just the AND gate. So the output of the second AND gate will also be equal to 0. So if you observe, S1 is equal to 0 and R1 is equal to 0. So you remember the SR flip-flop truth table, right? So SR Q bar. Okay, this represents next state only. So 0 0 0 1 1 0 1 1. So what happens when 0 0, no change, 0 1, it will be 0 1 only, 1 0 1 0. This is invalid state. Okay, so now what you got, S1 R1 values are 0 0. So for this, the S1 value is 0 and the R1 value is 0. So what happens to the output? S1 is 0 and R1 is 0. What happens to the output? What will be the Q1? What will be the Q1? You're not following? Are you people following or not?
Yes, ma'am. Repeat, ma'am.
Okay, fine. I'll repeat. I'll erase everything and then I'll repeat, okay? All of you please concentrate here once again. Okay, so this is the output here is Q, okay, and this is Q bar, okay, and this is the output of Q is nothing but Q2 and Q bar is nothing but Q2 bar. Okay, I don't have space there, so I've written little far away here. Okay, so see here, now first I've considered clock to be 1. Okay, clock is 1. So when clock is 1, the master will be active. Okay, active in the sense it will act on the inputs. Okay, so it will act on the inputs based on J and K value. The output of the first AND gate and the second AND gate will change, and based on that value, the master may change the values. That we don't know. Okay, but since master have got 1 as clock, it will check for the inputs. Okay, fine. When it comes to the slave clock is connected through the inverter here. Okay, since the slave clock is connected through the inverter, what happens to the output of that? It will become 0. Okay, so 0 is given as clock to the slave. So what happens to the slave? Slave will become inactive. Inactive in the sense it will hold the same values as the master. Okay, it will not act on this. It will act on this values, whatever might be this Q1 bar values. It will not change its state. It will remain in the same state. Okay, whatever master values it had before, it will hold the same state. Okay, that is what it implies. Now let me consider the present state as 0. Okay, present state as 0. It means that q value is 0. Okay, so this q is connected to the second AND gate. Okay, so q is 0. So this will come here. Q bar is 1. This one will go here. Okay, now I have to also check j and k values. J value is 0, k value is 0. So first check the first AND gate. 1 0. See, the inputs to the first AND gate is 1 0. So the output here will be equal to 0, right? Yes or no, ma? What will be the output of the AND gate? It will be 0. Okay, so that output is 0. And if PS this slave value is 0, this will also be equal to 0 only. Okay, fine. What about here? K is equal to 0. This input is 0, and this input is also 0. So what will be the output of the second AND gate? Even this will be equal to 0. Okay, so now if you observe, S1 value is 0 and R1 value is 0. So S is equal to 0, R is equal to 0. See, these are the names given, S1, R1. Okay, so this is 0 and this is 0. Okay, so since both are 0, what happens to the output of master? That is what my question. What happens to the output of master? Will it change its state or it will remain in the same state?
Remain.
So the output here will be equal to 0, right? Any doubts here? Q1, it is changing to 0. Okay, if Q1 is 0, Q1 bar will be equal to 1. Okay, fine. What about slave? Slave, will it act on these values? S is equal to 0 and S2 is equal to 0 and R2 is equal to 0? No, right? It will maintain its state. It will not change its state, right? Because its clock is 0 now, presently. Are you understanding?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now what I'll do, I'll change the clock to 0. Initially, first I have given clock as 1, now I'll change it to 0. Okay, so it means that clock is equal to 0. Okay, and if this clock is equal to 0, the clock input to the slave will be 1. Okay, clock input to the slave will be 1. Okay, so what happens to the master? Master, will it change its state or it will remain in the same state? Will it be active or inactive?
Inactive.
Master will be inactive. What about slave?
Active.
Slave becomes active. Active means it will check for the input values. What are the input values here? S2 is equal to 0 and R2 is equal to 1. So what will be the output? S2 is equal to 0, S is equal to 0, R is equal to 1. So what will be the output? Q value will be equal to 0, right? Set is equal to 0 and reset is equal to 1. So what will be the output now? Is it confusing?
Yes, ma'am.
It's not that confusing, but still because here I've written so many parameters, so we are getting confused. Okay, see, clock 1 is clear to all of you? Clock 1 is clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now the clock is changing to 0. Okay, clock is changing to 0. So this is 0. So 0 is directly given to master, right? 0, clock is 0, so master clock is 0 now. What about the slave clock? Slave clock will get 1 as input. Okay, since master is getting 0 as input, it will not change its state. It will remain in the same state. Okay, so I got as 0 as my next state, so it will not change now. Now, when it comes to the slave has become active because it has got input as 1, right? Slave input is 1. Like since slave clock input is 1, it will check for S and R values. Okay, see here I've got clock value as 0, so it was not checking S1 and R1 values. But now for the slave got clock value as 1. Since it got slave clock value as 1, this will check its input. What was the input? 0 here and 1 here are the inputs. Okay, so S2 is 0 and R2 is 1. So S2 is 0. You know that S2 means set. S2 set is equal to 0 and reset is equal to 1. So when set is equal to 0 and reset is equal to 1, your Q will be equal to 0. So here Q is nothing but Q2. This will be equal to 0. So this will be, in the sense, this state will be equal to 0. Okay, if this is 0, this will be equal to 1. Okay, so if for the, see here, if you observe, it is the output is not changing just for positive clock. When the clock is changing from positive to negative, then only the output is varying. Okay, so here Qn plus 1 is also equal to 0. Okay, let me just check with the next value. Hope you'll understand it. This is clear to you? I don't know. This is clear to you? Okay, fine. You just hold on. Let me go to the next state, next case. Maybe it will be clear to you. Just try to understand. Everybody, please focus. Let me erase everything. Here I need to erase so many things. Okay, next, again I'm taking clock is equal to 1, J value is equal to 0, K value is equal to 0, but my present state is 1. Okay, so for this state I will analyze. Hope this will help you to understand clearly better. We'll see. So present state is 1. Okay, so the present state, this output is 1. Okay, so if Q is 1, Q bar will be equal to 0. And one more thing, the slave will always hold the master value. So if I'm saying the present state of the slave is 1, the present state of the master will also be equal to 1 only. Okay, that is what the main thing you need to understand here. Okay, fine. Now I have given clock as 1. Okay, when clock is equal to 1, the master will become active. If the master is active, it will check for S1 and R1 values. Okay, so again S1 and R1 values are depending on the output of the first AND gate and the second AND gate. Okay, so let me just write J is equal to 0 and K is equal to 0, and see from Q bar it is connected to the first AND gate, which is nothing but 0, and from Q here PS1, this is connected to second AND gate, which is nothing but 1. Okay, so 0 and 0 to the first AND gate, I've got both the inputs as 0, 0. So the output of this will be equal to 0. Okay, and what about the output of the second AND gate? 0, 1. So the output of this AND gate is also 0. Okay, so now the master is active. So S1 value is 0 and R1 value is 0. So master will check for S1 input and R1 input. S1 input is 0 and R1 input is 0. Since S and R values are 0, 0, the next state will not change. It will remain in the same state. It means that this will become 1 and this will become 0. Okay, so now coming to the slave has got 0 as the clock. Okay, so this will be inactive. So whatever values you give here, this will not change the output of the slave. Okay, it will not change the output of slave now. Okay, now what I'll do, instead of clock 0, I'll give clock 1. Instead of clock 1, I'll give clock to 0. So when clock is 0, master will be given clock 0 and slave will get clock 1. Okay, so master will be inactive. It means that its output will be 1, Q1 will be 1 and Q1 bar will be 0. And since the slave has got 1 as a clock, it will check S2 and R2 inputs now. S2 input is nothing but 1 and R2 is 0. S2 is 1, set is 1 and reset is 0. The output will change to Q will be equal to 1 and Q bar, this will be equal to 0. Okay, so what is happening here? When the present state is 1, check this condition. If the present state is 1, the next state is also 1. Is this clear to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'll just do one more case. We'll see. Okay, so when see, so the complete state of this master slave JK flip flop is changing only when you have the complete clock cycle. Okay, 1 to 0. When it is changing from 1 to 0, then only the output is changing, the output is getting affected. It is going to the next state. Otherwise, it is not changing its state. The overall master slave JK flip flop, it is not changing its state. Okay, so let me just take one more case. We'll see. We'll see again. Maybe I have 8 cases, so maybe I wish until all that 8 cases your doubts will be clarified. Let us see. Okay. Now the next condition is J is equal to 0, K is equal to 0. First I'll give clock as 1, then the present state as 0. Now J is equal to 0 and K is equal to 1. For that case I need to analyze. Okay, first I'm taking clock as 1. Clock is equal to 1. Okay, if clock is 1, the master will get clock value as 1, but the slave will get clock value as 0. Okay, so when master gets clock value as 1, it will check for the inputs. Okay, so input S1 and R1. Okay, S1 and R1 it is getting from 1 and 2. The AND gets 1 and 2. Okay, so for that reason I'll just consider the present state. So let me consider the present state to be 0. Okay, so this 0, if this is 0, if Q2 is 0, Q2 bar or Q bar will be 1. Okay, so this 1 is fed to the second, this Q is fed to the second AND gate, which is nothing but 0, and Q bar is fed to the first AND gate, which is nothing but 1. Okay, now the J value is 0 and K value is 1. Okay, so this much I have done. Okay, now since master has got clock as 1, it will check for the inputs. So inputs are coming from the first AND gate. What will be the output of the first AND gate? 1 0, it will be equal to 0. Again here also 1 0, it will be equal to 0. And here if I consider the slave state as 0, the master state will also be equal to 0. Okay, fine. Now S value is 0 and R value is 0. So the next state will not change. If it is 0, it will be in 0 only. If it is 1, it will be in 1 only. So this is 0 and this is 1. Okay, if you observe, the slave clock value is 0. Okay, so when clock is 1, the master will get 1 as clock and the slave will get 0 as clock. So slave will be inactive now. Slave is inactive in the sense it will not check whatever might be the inputs. Okay, so it will not change its state. It will remain in the same state. Okay, now I will change the clock signal from 1 to 0. Okay, the clock is changing from 1 to 0. Okay, so this is 0. So if the clock is 0, the slave will get 1 as a clock value. So since master has got 0 as clock value, it will not check S1 and R1. Okay, it will remain in the same state in the sense 0 and 1. Okay, NSM is there, no? It will remain in that state only. So this is 0, this is 1. But when it comes to the slave has got clock value as 1. Okay, since slave has got clock value as 1, S2, it will check for S2 and R2 inputs. What is the S2 input? S2 input is 0. And what is R2 input? 1. S is equal to 0 and R is equal to 1. So the output will be equal to 0. Okay, so the present state is whatever state it was there, it is the same. Okay, so it means that here next state after one complete clock is also equal to 0. Now I need to go for the next case. Clock is 1, J is 0, K is 1, and the present state is 1. Maybe that's what, as I go on, maybe it will clear for you. Let me check. If it is not clear, don't worry, I'll repeat it. So again, I need to take positive clock. First clock is 1, J value is 0, J value is 0, K value is 1, and the present state is 1. Okay, so that is what the case I need to analyze. Yeah. present state is 1. So if slave present state is 1, the master present state will also be 1 only. Okay, fine. Now clock is 1. Okay, so master will get clock as 1, slave will get clock as 0. This is the first thing you need to analyze. Then after that, since master has got clock as 1, it will check its inputs. Okay, S1 and R1 values. Based on S1 and R1 values, maybe Q1 and Q1 bar may change. Okay, so this Q is 1 and Q bar is 0. So this Q is fed to the second AND gate, which is nothing but 1, and Q bar is fed to the first AND gate, whose value is 0. So 0 0, the output of the first AND gate is 0, and 1 1, the output of the second AND gate is 1. Okay, now if you observe, S1 value is 0 and R1 value is 1. S is 0 and R is 1. So the output will be reset. Reset in the sense it will be equal to 0. Okay, this is 0. This will become 1. Okay, hope this is clear to you now, because my present state is only in this case it has got changed. Otherwise, in all the previous cases, 0 0 1 1 like that only I was getting. Now is it clear, ma?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. No.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, coming to the slave. What happens to the slave? Slave has got 0 as its input. Okay, since slave has got 0 as clock input, it will not check R2 and S2 and R2 values. Ideally, if it checks S2 and R2 values, the output should go to 0. All right, S is 0 and R2 is 0. So the output will go to 0. But what is happening? Since the slave has got 0 as a clock, it will not check its inputs, and it will continue to stay in the same state. Now what happens? The clock is changing from 0 to 1. 1 to 0. 1 to 0. Clock is changing from 1 to 0. So 0, 0, 0 I am giving here. Okay, so if this is 0, this will become 1. So master is getting 0 as clock input. So it will not check its inputs. It will remain in the same state. Now the slave has got 1 as clock inputs. Now what the slave will do? It will check S2 and R2 values. So S2 value is 0 and R2 value is 1. S is 0, R is 1. So the output will change to 0 now. So this will be 0 and this will become 1. Okay, so when the present state is 1, the next state is changing to 0. So this indicates that whatever might be when for the complete one clock cycle, if J is equal to 0 and K is equal to 1, the output, the next state is always equal to 0, whatever might be the present state. Hope this has given you little clear information. Let me go to the next state as well. Okay, again, clock initially I'll consider as 1. So 1 and J is equal to 1 and K is equal to 0. Okay, hope will understand. Let me erase everything else. Okay, so now I'll give clock as 1. Okay, and J value is 1 and K value is 0. Okay, so when clock is given as 1 to the master, slave will get 0 as the clock. Okay, and the present state I'm considering it to be 1. Sorry, 0. For that only I'm analyzing, right? Present state is 0. Okay, for that I'll analyze. So this is 0. Okay, so if the present state of slave is 0, the present state of master will also be equal to 0. Okay, fine. Now, if you observe, the clock input to the master is 1. So it will depend on the first AND gate output and the second AND gate output. So 0, this is 0 and this will be 1. So 0 will be fed to the second AND gate and 1 will be fed back to the first AND gate. So 1 1, the output of this gate will be equal to 1. 0 0, the output of this gate will be equal to 0. So if you observe, master has got 1. So it will check S1 and R1 values. S1 value is 1 and R1 value is 0. S is equal to 0, S is equal to 1 and R is equal to 0. So the output will change to 1, right? If see this case, S is equal to 0, R is equal, S is equal to 1 and R is equal to 0. So the output will change to 1. Okay, so it is changing to 1. Okay, if this is 1, this will become 0. Okay, now check the slave. slave, what happens to the slave? Slave has got 0 as the clock. So what happens? The slave will be inactive. So it will not check S2 and R2 values. Okay, right? Is this clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, so slave is inactive, so it will be in the same state. Now what I'll do? I'll make the clock is equal to 0. I'll make the clock is equal to 0. Okay, so clock is equal to 0 in the sense master will get clock as 0, so slave will get 1 as the clock. So master has got 0 as a clock, so it will not be active, so it will maintain its state. Now slave has got 1 as the clock signal. Now what slave will do? It will check for S2 and R2 values. S2 is 1 and R2 is 0. S2 is 1 and R2 is 0. So S is equal to 1, R is equal to 0. So what happens to the output? Output will change to 1, right? Set is equal to 1, reset is equal to 0. So the output will be equal to 1. Okay, so it means that when for the complete 1 clock 1 to 0, if the J is 1 and K is 0, and if the present state is 0, the next state is 1. Is this clear? Is this clear now? I think you have next hour class also, no?
Yes, ma'am. Lab class going on.
Oh, okay, fine. So you just analyze, see how you people, what you do, you just try to analyze the next 3 cases. I've done with 3 cases. Oh, how many cases? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 I have done. 3 more are left out. Okay, you people try. Okay, see, don't worry, even if you're not getting, try it. Okay, and I'm sure that you will definitely get. Okay, tomorrow we'll continue with this class. Okay, I'll continue from here only, but you people also try once. Okay, because when you try to analyze, then only you'll get the answers. Okay, so please try it once again, and tomorrow we'll continue with this. Today lot of time got wasted. Okay, fine. Anyway. Okay, ma. That's all for now. I could not finish what I have planned. Okay, fine. You can just join the other class. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma. Thank you. But please don't forget to analyze. You sit and analyze it once. Next to 3 states you analyze, and tomorrow's class you people should answer me.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you, ma. Thank you.